anything?
Okay, so I'm going to tell an Old English folk tale. I got it from that book right over there, which is a collection of folk tales by Neil Phillip. This specific one was was collected by a folklorist named J.O. Hollyman. And that's what I'm basing it off of, but I'm combining a few other folk tales in it. Mostly to pack time. Okay. There once was a young lady named Lady Mary, and she lived on a massive estate with her family. And her family was very friendly, and they had such a wonderful estate that they would often have their neighbors and their friends over for dinner and parties. One day, a new guest arrived, a bachelor named Mr. Fox. He was charming and witty and elegant, and so the family took to him quite quickly, especially Lady Mary. Mr. Fox would often tell Lady Mary about his wondrous estate with its glistening river and lush fields and massive mansion. Lady Mary would say, "I would much like to visit you at your home, Mr. Fox." And he would always respond, "In due time, my dear, in due time." One day, Lady Mary's family was out about doing various business, and so she had a free day and decided to take a walk. She crossed a bridge over a glistening river, found a lush field, and a massive mansion. This must be the home of Mr. Fox, she thought. So she decided to pay him a surprise visit. She came to his gate, and upon it was written the inscription, "Be bold, be bold." She came down the drive and up to the big oaken doors, where was once again written the phrase, "Be bold, be bold." Lady Mary knocked on the door, but there was no answer. She tested the door and found it unlocked, so decided that she would take a little sneak around, see what was up. So she opens and enters and finds a grand foyer with a massive staircase. And on this staircase is the phrase once again with an added line, be bold, but not too bold. Mary ascended the staircase to a gallery where the phrase once again, be bold, but not too bold. Lady Mary explored the gallery and then the halls, marveling at the grand architecture and lovely furniture, and came upon a chamber where the phrase was written one final time with one last line. Be bold, but not too bold, lest the blood of your heart should run cold. Very curious, Lady Mary opened the chamber of the door slowly, and inside she found a room covered with the bodies of young maidens, covered in their own blood. She quickly closed the door and rushed out of the house. When she came to the top of the stairs, she spied through the window Mr. Fox, coming down the drive, a sword in one hand, and in the other he dragged a lovely young maiden by the hair. Lady Mary had just enough time to rush down the stairs and slide beneath them before Mr. Fox came in through the entryway. He dragged the young maid up the stairs. She grabbed the banister, on her hand a lovely diamond ring. In one foul swoop, Mr. Fox cut off her hand, and it sailed out over the stairs and into the hands of into Lady Mary's lap. She stifled a scream, but was silent until Mr. Fox ascended the stairs and went to the chamber and closed the door. Once Lady Mary thought that she was safe, she took the hand with the diamond ring and left the house as quickly and silently as she could and ran home. A few days later, her family was having a dinner and Mr. Fox was in attendance as usual. After eating, the guests were regaling each other with marvelous stories, and Lady Mary said that she would share a dream that she had recently had. "I dreamt," she said, "that I visited the home of our own Mr. Fox. And upon the gate was written this phrase, be bold, but it is not so, and it was not so." And thus, Lady Mary continued the tale of her adventure, pausing every once in a while to say, "But it is not so, and it was not so," until she described the chamber of bodies, when Mr. Fox took up this response and said, "But it is not so, and it was not so, and God forbid it should be so." And Lady Mary continued, with Mr. Fox now repeating this line with her, until Lady Mary described the hand being cut off and falling into her lap. And Mr. Fox once again repeated, "But it is not so, and it was not so, and God forbid it should be so." And Lady Mary said, "Oh, but it is so, and it was so, and here I have the hand to show." And she threw the hand and the diamond ring upon the table. The guests, furious, drew their swords and fell upon Mr. Fox. cutting him into 1,000 pieces.